we just cut as Scout shared some knowledge of a very old man in Esserin, and we're still kind of decoding what Martyr's patron said as you're sort of just coming up on the gates of Shaeth Weiss. And I'm gonna set the little map.
This is where we need to be, right?
Soleil.
There's a map.
Yes, this is where we've been trying to go this
Oh my god, there's a
time,
map?
boys.
Oh, fuck.
We finally did it. After how long?
Like a couple days.
3 days.
Well,
Whoa! I
ooh,
assume there's a Home Depot.
pretty. There's a home. What?
There's a Home Depot. There's also a shop called Swords.
Swords.
Yum yums.
The Jism
Cabin's
joint.
got elixirs.
Yeah.
So
So
true.
what?
The Jism
Jism
joint?
joint?
Joint.
Is that
Just
the
some
inn?
joint.
That's the
Yum
inn,
yums.
isn't it?
Yums.
Yums.
Very, very
Yums.
important distinction.
Yums.
Not
Garb
yum yums.
for the gorgeous?
Yums.
That's probably a clothing store.
Oh, I'm gonna go there.
I want to go
Unless
to
you're
Home
dyslexic,
Depot.
in which case it says
Yeah,
Garb for the gorgeous, and it
no.
is a restaurant.
Please tell me there's a bard standing outside playing.
Okay, as you are walking up to the big gates, you are coming on
big.
you're coming up upon like a stone wall, customary of most Kiamoria like capital cities. There's big wooden gates, and there are 2 guards standing at the gates. They're looking kind of bored. They just have to be here. But as they see you approach, they'll stand up straighter and they'll get ready to be like, "What's your business?"
Oh, hello. We're here to deliver a letter to a man, and also we have this luggage stuff.
What do you have, like a pass to get into town for some particular reason? Like, do you need, like,
We
this is a
have
pretty closed off city,
the
we don't have much
luggage
travelers.
stuff.
We have the, luggage tickets, right?
And we have direct orders from the general that
Yeah,
we
can
must
I just-
speak with.
Show the letter.
Yep.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Are
Show
you
the
showing the
letter?
letter? You're showing the letter?
I'm like, what was the general's name
Yeah.
again? I'm stupid.
Vostadrin.
Vossarrin?
Vostadrin.
Vossardrin. General Vossardrin sent us to deliver this personally.
Alright. He's a general of the Kiamori army? Switch up there. That's the other guy's voice.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And do you show the letter, or are you just, like, claiming you have a letter?
I'm pulling it out just like I can. So if the seal is and it's like, look, here's what we're supposed to be here for. I'm not gonna let you open it. It's like we need a pass. So I'm like,
Well, it's
here's a
double
pass.
sealed.
They see the seal. They see that it's a royal seal, and they'll kind of be like, they'll look at each other and be like, "Can you fake those?" And then the other guy will go, "I don't think so," and then they'll go, "Okay," and then they'll open the doors. They'll like,
Absolutely can fake them. It's fine.
yeah, they're not smart. They'll yell up to the guys who are on top who are opening the gates, and they'll be like, "Yeah, let them in." I think another thing is you have the refugee cards. They were told to expect those. Maybe not as soon as you guys got there, but within the day or two, right? So they're like, whatever. Also, whatever. You're not like you're letting him into the castle. It's like you're letting him into the fucking city. So you'll walk through the entrance, as you can see on the map. Follow us on Instagram if you want to see the map.
Shameless plug.
And Reddit. I
Yeah.
think
We
I
love a
also put
plug.
on there. Plugging.
No, this isn't a shameless plug. This is a.
I'm a little ashamed of
Context.
it.
We're a little ashamed about it, but we're also stern about it. Follow us on Instagram.
It's for context. It's
Yeah.
helpful.
Yeah.
Where are you going first?
Well, what do we see when we first step
What time
through
is
the
it?
gates? Do we see Home Depot immediately?
No. you're
Excuse
on
me,
top
do you
of
have a
it.
map?
Fuck.
You're talking
The
to
first motherfucker you see.
Do we see...
You're on the upper gates. Those top northeast gates. Yes.
What
Northeast.
time is it?
It's
Northeast.
probably like 1,800 hours.
What time is nighttime?
Nighttime will be around like 26 hours, maybe 2,600 hours. You guys are midday. It's like afternoon. You ask the front guards if they have a map. They're gonna go, no, but you could like go to like one of the taverns in town. The biggest one is the Jism Joint. And, or, you know, see if anybody around town has got maps. But the tavern will definitely have one. So.
Thank you.
The Jism Joint?
Sounds good.
She'll give like a nice, charming smile.
What a name.
Jism Joint?
I was
Yes,
drinking when you
I
said
believe.
that. Oh.
And during that conversation, they kind of pointed, you could tell that the Jism Joint would be one of the biggest inns in town, and also near the top, like the highest point of the city. So you'd want to probably follow the walls around and you'd find it.
Right. It's just, yeah, speaking on the name, I've kind of accepted. This is the third one? What, the third one in a row that's been suggested? I've just accepted that's where we're going to be going.
Apparently.
No town is worth settling in if there isn't an innuendo inn.
I would agree. Absolutely. I think we must go there.
Well, let's all come together and go.
We go there!
Wonderful!
Alright. Cut. Done. Bad. No.
Oh. I was like, wait, what?
Bad.
Right, so you head into the Jism Joint. Just on the side, there's very obvious stables for people to put their horses, to put their carts. No, nothing, difficult about that. You tie the horses up, and you go inside. You see a pretty standard inn. It's more skinny than the last ones.
Alright.
Just...
Of course it is.
Yeah, more of like a long...
Yep.
Long hallway. Yeah. And there's like a little like, corner bit that comes off at the end there.
Yeah.
And in that little corner bit, you can see a guy sitting at
There's
a
a swimming pool.
There's no swimming pool. There's a lake very close to it.
Alright.
As you can see, there's a lake running through all of
Alright.
river and lake. So, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a guy sitting there. He'll look up at you. He'll go, "Oh, do you need a room for the night?"
Yes.
Does your name happen
One
to
or
be
two rooms would
Dracula?
be lovely, thank you.
Awesome, you're a group of...
Do you turn into a bear?
No.
I was
My
also
name
thinking Dracula.
Is Gale. Okay, I'm just gonna fast forward this. I don't
Okay.
care. You guys talk to
We
Gale.
have a room.
You get a room.
Gay lol.
How
Talk
much?
to Gale, and you get a room.
We talk to the homosexual at the front.
Yeah, you get a big old room. I'm talking suite. Like, it's got a main little living area and 4 bedrooms.
How
but
sweet
only
is
4
this?
bedrooms, each with a queen bed.
That's okay.
So, you can talk about how you want to divide up.
Mod's a
rooms.
shell.
Wait.
Mod can shell.
Yeah, Mod can shell.
How
And,
how much?
He gives you keys. It's, let's say, 10 for the night.
Okay.
10?
Yeah, it's
I
expensive
feel like they
here.
upped the price because I.
The Jism is expensive. Okay, and you also ask about a map. He gives you one.
Great.
You now see that you have a couple places you can go to.
Can we go to Home
What's
Depot?
the Home Depot?
Did you ask him about the Home Depot?
Hey,
Yes.
that was very Morty from Rick and Morty. hey, Rick. I can't redo it. Anyway, it sounded like that in my mind. Anyway,
Okay.
hey, what are some of these places? What's Home Depot?
Home Depot is... sorry. I was just staring into your eyes. Home Depot...
Flirting.
I almost
in the middle
spat
of
on the
session.
computer.
Home Depot is a store for building materials.
Oh, you fucker.
Wood, stone,
You motherfucker.
metal, hinges one might need.
Damn
Can
it.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
What would oh wait, go ahead.
What is Gob for the Gorgeous?
Garb for the Gorgeous is one of the biggest and most popular clothing stores in town.
It's also whatever you're wearing.
It sells mostly, I would say mostly high-end goods, somewhat expensive, one might say. And the owner, Talia, does all of the tailoring for our good Lord Waessneiros.
Wow, that sounds so cool.
It's also a phrase that could describe anything that you wear. To Martyr, not to Gale.
Martyr kind of
Thank you.
Martyr kind of like clutches her pearls and goes, "Oh, thank you."
One more question. What is swords?
Swords is simply a blacksmith. He sells good weaponry, classic elven style weaponry, customary of a wood elf.
Swords. Okay.
Swords. Swords.
Mael, I don't know what I expected from Home Depot, but
Yeah, what did you think it was gonna be?
Home Depot.
No.
I don't
It's,
know.
it's the kind of place that Elmabena can go to pick up some more wood to whittle.
Did
Like,
your fucking store in D&D generator come up with that?
No.
Or was that all you?
I just was like, I want a store in town that can sell materials.
So
It's
Home
Home
Depot is canon
In this world.
Yeah, it's not a chain store though.
Oh, it's just
a
one-off.
It's the first Home
One
Depot.
singular Home
Yeah.
Depot in the
It's just
entire
one Home
Dear
Depot.
Lord.
That's what we must do. That is our legacy as a party. We must open a Home Depot in every place we go. We are
Let's
no longer
franchise
adventurers.
Home
We are
Depot.
business people.
Franchise Home Depot.
Fuck your campaign. We're business people now.
Capitalism.
Like
Anyway, I take it we all go up to our room and set our stuff in the room and then head for the shops.
yeah,
Probably.
like
Drop
yeah.
our stuff off
We
and
can
then
do whatever you
go.
want. To Home Depot.
Fine, we'll go to deliver the letter.
I mean, it's kind of on the way.
Yeah.
The letter?
Yeah, like you
Yes.
have to go
Okay.
through. Like, look at where you are.
The
on
main
map
story
right
is
now.
actually just a side quest. This is all about Home
Oh,
Depot
yeah.
now. Like,
Yeah, no, actually, I only just wanted to get you here to start the first Home Depot.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you guys are taking interest. You're falling right into my trap. Oh, the whole political mechanism,
The war.
it's all
So-
about Home Depot.
The 4-bedroom
Home
situation.
Depot sponsors the war.
Yeah, discuss the whole
there's
bedroom
only 4
situation.
bedrooms? Oh, I'll just sleep on,
Four
like,
bedrooms, that's what I said.
a kitchen.
Not force the one bed.
God. You cannot point out your lesbian grandchildren and then not force. And then not force the
Hey,
plot.
that was-
You can't do.
listen,
Pick
listen here, you little
a
shit,
lane.
said aloud.
Pick a lane. You need to repeat that now. I don't hear any of that.
Elmabena's gonna walk into like the first room on the left and like set up her stuff.
Yeah.
No business. No bullshitting.
Aridani goes to the second one on the left because Harley just likes the left side, so we always do the left side.
Martyr looks up.
All of my characters are left-handed.
Gutflip will go immediately to the first one on the right.
Martyr will look at Maud
Okay,
and
one
offer
room
the
open.
4th bedroom to her.
Two
Be like,
people.
Aridani will like lean in the doorway, not like go in yet. She's just watching.
you should get a nice
left
comfy
the,
bed.
like, door open.
I don't mind staying on the couch.
Do you want me to go in there?
I do. I mind very
Well-
much, thank you.
Did you? I'm sorry. I need to describe. Ariadne, did you just poke your head out?
No,
I
been at the
mind.
door.
I've been leaning against the doorway of my room. I haven't gone
Oh,
in
I
yet.
see.
Alright.
She said-
Okay.
I have not gone in yet. I've been leaning
Um,
against the doorway,
I
like
see.
Okay,
pretty much
okay.
waiting.
So Maud is going to look up at Martyr and kind of, sorry, to herself go, oh, and grab her hand, walk her to Ariadne, go,
Martyr
this
goes.
will probably be a good
Martyr
sleeping place
will
for
be
you,
led to-
and then goes into the other
Will
room.
be led to Aridani. Just goes, I really don't want to sleep on the couch. It's alright.
So she wasn't even being subtle about it. She was like, this
this
room.
way.
Get
That earns a
Step
shit-eating
back
grin.
immediately.
I do.
What?
I'm imagining Maud puts you a little bit too close to Ariadne
Yeah.
in the doorway.
Well, she's like, Maud is also like, didn't you two already sleep together? And, like, closes the door.
Sleep in the same. That one wasn't.
Martyr,
That one was innocent. That one was innocent.
Martyr's
All right, we did
dark
sleep in the
red.
same bed together. It's fine.
No,
That
the
one's
door's
fine. I'll give her
closed.
that. I
I'm
understand
in
that
my
she
room.
sometimes says
I'm in
things.
my room, door closed, I hear nothing.
I mean,
Deal with this
you don't mind.
yourselves.
I don't
Beautiful.
mind sharing
Incredible.
with you again. That was fine. Twirling her fucking hair.
My favorite color.
Okay.
Come on in, love. She like steps in. Like as soon as Maud led Martyr over, just like a shit-eating, like a smirk grin, like, "Yep, she's loving this."
For the sake of comedy, we're gonna follow. I assume everybody's kind of shut their doors. They're organizing their own stuff right now.
Yeah.
But we're gonna follow Martyr and Ariadne into the room, please.
All
Slay.
right.
Okay. Slay.
We're gay.
Sorry for that. We had some technical problems, but that's all right. We are cutting to. Everyone's closed their doors. Everyone's in their room, and we are with Ariadne and Martyr, who've just been pushed together to share a room. Oh my god, forced share.
It's the one bed.
There's only one bed trope. There's only one bed trope.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
So
as
great.
they go in, Martyr, like she would have let Martyr go first, so like walks out, closes the door with her tail, and just goes to the left side of the bed, and she won't initiate starting things, mainly to let you calm the fuck down, because last time we left off, you were beat fucking red, my favorite color. So she's kind of letting you breathe.
Thank you. Martyr averts their eyes to the ground as they kind of walk over to the right side, seeing that Ariadne has kind of taken the left. And they're gonna put their little suitcase down and like still trying to avoid eye contact, but not really have anything to do because they're not planning on like staying right now. They're just getting adjusted. They're going to like, for an excuse, open up their suitcase and like get their like sleepwear ready and like lay it out very neatly on the bed. Their tail is swaying back and forth like an anxious cat.
You know, you don't have to avert your eyes, love.
Sorry, is that rude? I'm not. I'm trying to be rude.
You do that a lot. It's not rude, it's just... I know you're not trying to be rude. It's just... You're alright with me.
Marty's not in a comfort a day in
I
their
can
life.
promise you.
Kind of like takes that and like she'll look at Ariadne, and she's not crying, but her eyes are definitely like a little watery, a little glazed. At the end of it, but they will kind of nod their head and be like, "I know that, and you're okay with me too."
I've noticed this, that you're only really fully comfortable around Almavena, your sister. I know what it's like to be someone's safe place, so I know the ropes. I don't want you to only have one person who's like that. I notice you're very anxious all the time, and that gets tiring.
Yeah, the way more the way I grew up, I wasn't safe. I had to be what expected of me, and I had to follow rules, and I think I've just struggled adjusting to, being able to do my own thing. So I do tend to cling on to Alabama for, I guess, some sort of guidance. But I do appreciate you wanting to be someone that I can be comfortable around. I'm not I'm not sure how to be comfortable ever yet.
Are you more comfortable with rules?
I don't know. Rules tend to make me feel a lot of pressure, but it's a pressure that I'm used to. For lack of better words, I'm comfortable in discomfort.
Mm-hmm. Aridani, like, is nodding along, fully understanding. At that, she starts to walk around the bed. You don't have to be. I understand that's what you grew up knowing. Sometimes stepping out of what you grew up with is necessary. And I would like to make sure that you do it comfortably, safely, and slowly. It shouldn't be something that's abrupt. It shouldn't be something that you're thrown into. So I will do my best to ease you into it because it's what you deserve.
They walked around the bed to...
There's a bit of she's saying this from experience.
Yeah.
In both her, like, facial features and also her tone of voice.
Just you walked around and you're, like, standing there on the bed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Martyr is gonna kind of look up at you with her sad, wet puppy dog eyes. Just in silence for a moment. And then they're gonna hug Ariadne, wrap their arms around their middle and kind of rest their head on her chest. And just very quietly say thank you.
Ariadne will wrap her arms around your shoulders and just, like, hold you gently. Her tail also comes up and hugs you. So it's 3. And she, like, pets Martyr's hair a little bit, like, smooths it out soothingly.
Martyr's not gonna say anything more. They're just gonna kind of soak that in, that hug for a while. And yeah.
Mm-hmm. I will say, when you hug Ariadne, she's deliciously squishy.
Martyr is bony.
I made sure she was curvy. She's... Mm-hmm.
Oh, another thing, Martyr, their burn scars, they're very, so the feeling their arms around you, and plus you wear very thin clothing, there's texture to their right arm.
Ariadne doesn't react to that. She'll be careful with it until she knows it doesn't hurt you. Other than that, she's not weirded out. She's not reacting negatively to this.
Crying, sobbing, throwing up, kicking my feet, all of the above.
Yeah.
I
assume
this is
that
something Hyla
happens.
brought to my attention. She texted me about how thin are the walls.
Jesus Christ!
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wanted to know if I could listen in.
But unfortunately for Nyla and Guckflip, for Guckflip and Maud, they are across.
I thought I was in the-
like, the room.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But Almabena technically would be able to hear if she were actively trying to listen. Is there a part of Almabena that would be curious to hear that? I don't imagine.
No.
So no. Okay. I just wanted to check. I just wanted to check if, like, Almabena was like and puts ear against wall to try and hear, but no. Would we like to continue that touching moment, or do we want to move kind of away?
Martyr will end it by being like, she'll stay in the hug for a moment. A pretty long, like a solid minute of silent hugging. And pull her arms away and be like, thank you again. I think we should head back to the rest of the group. Bashfully. A little overwhelmed.
The door of Maud's room whips open. As you're having this sweet moment, she's like, "Alright, let's go into town!"
And we hear this from
Everybody hears this from in your rooms, just through the doors.
I think that's all cute.
If you look into her bedroom, all of the stuff is laid out on the bed. Except for...
Very good.
She like clown
light.
card all of her stuff out of
light.
her.
Well, that's what she does. She just takes everything out, puts it on the bed, and then, it's extra storage.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
It's like elevating the concept of a titty pocket.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Except for it's a shell.
Where are we heading? Where are we heading next?
We're heading to deliver the letter, yes?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes, deliver the letter.
You are going to walk up to the Waessneiros keep. This is a beautiful, like elven style castle. There are some elements you can tell of like old high elf architecture, but in like as far as you can tell, it's obviously very wood elven. There's, it's made of both wood and this sort of like white like marble stone, and the roof of it sort of has like, it looks as if it's leaves, but they're like coated in resin, like they're hardened and very protective. But it's a beautiful, beautiful building, and you look up at it and it's giant ancestral home of the Waessneiros family. There are notably a few entrances that you're seeing coming from the northern side of this building. Just a few, large doors. None seem to be guarded. But if you wanted to walk around, you can see that you can tell that there are, there's a large sort of like hub, and then there's a smaller, like sort of secondary castle on the edge of the water that you could go to, or you can go in the entrances you see in front of you.
Is there like a person who is employed, like a guard or someone who's like a gardener? Or
Not at the front of these doors.
We knock?
Something.
You knock on the door? How
Dun
polite.
dun 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 dun. Sorry.
Yeah, so you wait there for a second, and then someone comes to the door. You realize that there are servants. They're kind of dressed in sort of green and brown, like maid clothing. It looks formal and put together, but it's not too stuffy. And they come up to you. This is just a wood elven man, and he's like, "Oh, hello. We weren't expecting guests."
Yeah, we couldn't let you know of our arrival because Vostrigen didn't want to risk anything. We need to speak to the other guy.
Ah,
Lord Waessneiros.
Waessneiros.
Lord Waessneiros.
Lord Vostrigen sent you.
Yes.
Yeah, Waessneiros. Lord Vostrigen sent you.
Yes, the general.
Yes.
Oh. He's kind of searching for a way, I think, that you would know Vostrigen.
Can
You
I
kind
show
of
the
see his
letter
confusion in
again?
his face. Yeah, you can show
Oh.
the letter, yeah.
Ronnie?
Ronnie?
I don't think that Martyr will kind of point between herself and Almabena. Like, we've met the general. Soldiers of the general.
Also,
Under the General's watch. Huh.
this and the letter. Ignore that I'm holding up a sticky note.
He will reach to take it from you.
Okay.
You
You're gonna give it?
You'll give it to him? Okay.
No, I'm not. Sorry. My brain said do the joke before I thought of roleplay.
Oh, okay.
For the audio listeners, I shoved the piece of paper that I'm holding into my camera.
But you won't hand it to him.
No. I will. I think I should hand this to Lord Waessneiros directly. I believe that is what we were instructed to do.
I see. Alright. Well, I suppose,
Would it help if you told him the mod was here?
not sure about that. But you'll see, in showing him the letter, he'll see the seal. And he, I think that in one way he'll be like, would you mind if I inspect that? You understand, I can't just let guests in who, don't seem to have a reason for their business that is...
I will hold
like-
the letter out to him to look at the seal. I will not let go of it.
Okay. he'll look at it until he's not trying to steal. He's not trying to pull it from you. Like he's very much just like looking at the steel, and touching the letter. He obviously, upon seeing it, he recognizes that as the Vossendren seal. Guxwood, where are you in this like cacophony of people?
I'm visible to him.
Okay, well, that's something.
Shorty's in the front.
Yeah.
And he'll look at the letter, and he'll kind of stand back and look at the group, and be like, then look at them and be like, "Oh, Lord O'Thorne. Oh, we haven't seen you in many years. Why are you visiting now?"
To deliver the letter.
"Why are you taking the back entrance? And who are these people?"
These are my friends?
"Lord O'Thorne, I find it foolish you would take the back entrance. You could have just let us know you were coming. But I suppose follow in.
Thank you.
He will lead you through what is very obviously like servants' quarters. Keep your eyes down. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to bring guests through here. This is the servants' private quarters. I hope you will be respectful. And he'll kind of gesture you out into where this clearly is the castle. You're kind of ushered into a large hallway that kind of runs in a circle around the outside of the building. Or not the outside, sorry, the inside of the building, but runs in a circle. And then in the building there are more rooms kind of in the center. And he'll sorry to remind you again, you're here to deliver the letter to Lord Waessneiros.
Yes.
Right, good lord. Wonderful. Well, right now he's currently at the Water Keep, which is, you understand, to be the second building that's along the edge of the water. However, you could speak to his father, his trusted advisor. He's in this building currently. Or if you really, really do need to speak to him, I could bring you to Waessneiros.
I think we should go with that option.
Speak to Lord Waessneiros.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Directly.
Yes, of course. He's going to bring you along the outside of this building. You'll kind of stop at where you see he'll bring you down to the bottom floor again, but not away from the servants' keeps. Like, this is the way somebody who is of royalty would have entered. And he'll say, "Would you just mind waiting here? Just for a moment. I need to ensure that Lord Waessneiros is aware of your presence. I can't just, and as if not busy, I can't just bring guests in on him without unexpectedly."
Absolutely.
Wonderful. And he'll go. He'll go to obviously to the keep. You guys will wait there for a second.
Okay.
And just in a short moment.
Sorry, as he's walking away, Maud just turns to Gokflip and goes, "You're a lord?"
Oh yeah, I was about to say.
Well,
Since when, Gok?
Yes. I am the king of Tadbolt's nephew, so...
So you're a noble?
Yes. Yes.
And when did you plan on telling us this?
When you asked?
No. You cannot pull that. Not when you're of royal.
Martyr kind of speaks up and goes...
You're of royal.
Martyr kind of speaks up and goes, "I knew that."
Oh, it's because you read it in a book.
No, he was in our when me and Elma Baina were serving as soldiers, he was part of our team.
So the three of you lot are have been kept tight-lipped.
I didn't think to mention it. I'm sorry.
No, it's alright. She doesn't coddle you, but she doesn't she's not mad. She's like, "It's fine." It's it's a casual nice brush off. She's like, "No, that's fine. You're not the problem." So the nephew.
Yeah, to be honest, I hardly even consider myself a noble. I more consider myself a student.
As when Gokflip says that, he's gonna the butler's gonna come back in and he's gonna make Lord Waessneiros is ready for your to see you. If you could just walk towards the main entrance. It'll be open. Just open the door. He will know to expect you. I have been instructed by Lord Waessneiros to fetch his father. And so he'll go back into this main area. But I assume we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We go where to?
Yeah.
To the water keep.
Oh, I do love water. Sorry. Also, I realized that I technically would have known that Guckflip was a lord, but I also just forgot. Oh,
Yeah, I mean...
So I was the only one! I was the only one who was not tipped
I
off!
used to babysit him. Meta-wise.
Right.
Also,
Mod-wise, no idea.
Also, to be honest, I thought it was a little obvious.
I mean, it should have been due to your privilege in the situation that you were in.
Due to
but,
your privilege. How much money do you
Well,
I just thought he was I just thought...
I actually have less than
I thought he was a pretentious student.
I actually have less than her.
I mean, to be fair, he is a student that, like, the generals of an army are, like, catering to, which I don't think is
that's what I
normal.
was kind of referring to.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, I feel like it was a little obvious. Like,
Walking into this
Pieces
water keep, you're kind of walking into a very large center room, kind of like a throne room. You can tell that this is a preferred space. Like, it's more homey, it's more kind feeling. It's you can hear the waves crashing outside, and there's this big room, and you'll see the stairs go up to this, again, platform that looks at a giant window that looks out on the ocean. There'll be stairs up to the side rooms. You can see that there's, like, 4 towers on the side, and those are definitely accessed by some stairs that are on the side of this very large platform. You come up, and Lord Waessneiros is standing there on this platform. You can see he's a very handsome wood elf with blonde hair, long blonde hair. At the moment, he is wearing more comfortable robes. Perhaps robes you wouldn't expect to see him in if he's, like, holding court or something. He's hot. He's very pretty. He's very pretty. He is a very pretty boy.
Very Legolas-esque.
Very Legolas core. You'll walk in. He'll turn, obviously hearing you enter, and he'll go, "Hello! My butler has told me that you have a letter for me."
Yes, from General Vostrigen.
Oh, he replied to my letter. Honestly, I didn't think he'd gotten it.
There were some difficulties
I was getting
with
quite
him
worried.
receiving it.
Who did you send? with the letter?
My friend Eli.
Well, I would retract that title you've given him.
Well, he hasn't come back, and I would have expected him at this point. I kind of thought he'd maybe encounter some trouble along the road.
If I may say, pardon my language, but they were douchebags.
Eli can be difficult.
They full-on
Well,
tried to
I will
hurt
say-
our friend here, and did not
Huh.
want to deliver
I-
your letter.
Did not want to deliver the letter. Why?
I found the letter on him. I found the letter on him
How did you get the letter?
after some... Do you want to know? I gestured to how I'm
Actually,
dressed.
I know, Eli. I know how you got the letter.
Thank you, love. General Vostrigen was not that
Understanding.
quick. Was not that quick to understand. And I pocketed the letter because I had heard that he had been in the town that we were in. He had been in Fiddlefall for a couple of days, and wondered why the letter wasn't there. I knew I was going over there eventually, so I thought I might as well pass it off if he's not going to.
Well,
Then
thank you for your
he
service.
attacked me to attempt to get the letter off me to ensure that it wasn't delivered.
To ensure that it wasn't delivered.
The last thing he saw was I'll do the produce flame cantrip again. and then I'll grab like a piece of my clothing and put it through it. She's like, it doesn't hurt what I'm holding, but he doesn't know that, so he assumes I burnt it.
I see.
He was relieved to see that.
Well,
and then we got it to General Vossneiros.
he and I will have to have a conversation if he ever decides to show his face again.
I doubt
Is the
that.
conversation a stabbing?
Well, no, of course not.
Maud,
He and I
Yes?
grew up together. I don't think that I would treat a friend that way. However, I will have to... Why are you laughing?
I love that Maud says something funny, and then Harley goes, Maud, and Maud goes, yes?
I do think it is very good.
like we are in front of someone who's very important.
But Maud just thinks they're like being called upon.
Well, just give me a moment. And he'll take the letter from you. He'll kind of walk a few steps away so that you can't, like, see it. And he'll read it. And he'll begin to grow quite concerned as he's reading it.
Cue the Ratatouille scene again.
No, he will read it. You can just tell with his body language there's something that maybe he's getting tense about.
He's straight up not having a good time right now.
But when he finishes it, he will close the letter, and he'll tuck it into his robes, and he'll turn around, and he'll start to say something. But as you can see, there's a man. He opens the door and rushes in. It is his father, who is an older man, older-ish. Elves don't tend to look that much older. He has long brown hair. He seems very strong, but he is also in kind of green and brown robes, typical of a royal advisor of the of Kiamorian elves. He's holding a book, one that, Scout, you will recognize as a spell book. In his left hand, and he'll go, my lord, you shouldn't have accepted guests at this time. You're quite busy. And Waessneiros will reply, nonsense, father, nonsense. They have had a letter from General Vostedrin, and Phineas will walk over. That's his first name, by the way. No, that's Lord Waessneiros' first name. And Phineas will walk over. And he'll take the letter out of his robes and he'll hand it to his father. He'll turn to the group as his father is reading it. I will say, my father wasn't entirely wrong. I am quite busy. However, where is Brian? Yeah, you can laugh at it. It's fine. It was on purpose. And Garrick will reply and say, "Oh, he's just waiting outside. Shall I grab him?" And Waessneiros will, as his father again is still reading the letter, will walk to the door and he'll open it and he'll say something inaudible to you guys to Brian, and he'll close the door. Does somebody want to ask a question or what?
Nyla had Nyla had.
I was gonna do a silly.
Okay, do it. Do it silly.
Alright, she walks up to Lord Waessneiros and pulls on his robes and looks up to him and goes, so,
The look of disapproval you just got.
so are we getting
Continue.
reimbursed for our travels?
Maud, hun,
He'll
I'm just like,
take
I'm
a
so
step
sorry.
back. You can see that he is offended. But he calms himself.
Maud,
Yes?
I want to say specifically, Gustavo,
go to
you are
collect her.
extremely embarrassed.
Oh yeah.
The rest of you understand that is not proper etiquette, and perhaps are mildly embarrassed. But Gutflip knows. Waessneiros and Gutflip have had conversations.
Yes.
You know each other.
Please, no, don't worry about it. Maud, just
Yes?
come over here.
You know, he noticed you originally, but now that you've spoken to him, he can kind of like initiate that, and he's like, Gutflip, good to see you. It's been a long time. the last time you saw him was probably when you were both, like, closer to children. Obviously, in your life, you've lived a lot less years, but equivalently maturity-wise. And so he'll kind of acknowledge you like that. You didn't really know each other very well. Like, you just visited when your family was here. It's kind of a more like, my dad's making me go to this, but like, kind of scenario. But yeah. He'll walk next to his father, and he'll whisper something in his father's ear. And he'll come over to you, and he'll go, "This is a difficult situation. One that I'm not entirely sure you know that you've gotten yourself involved in. I'm going to ask you a question now, and
Fun.
I would hope that you answer me with honesty. Do you all consider yourself of good heart and intention?"
Yes, absolutely.
I do my best.
Yes.
Aridani won't say anything. She'll just give a small nod, trying to blend in with everyone else.
Well, I think I have 2, so sure.
Okay. Could everyone make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, God.
Yikes.
Oh,
I need you guys to know.
oh! I know
I have a
exactly
plus
what this
4
is.
wisdom saving throw, plus I'm
I
gonna
don't,
add
I'm
my
just
plus 3
scared.
proficiency bonus to it. I got a
I have a character
12.
who has this.
Okay. I got a 16.
I'm gonna go in order. Anybody who got less than 14, I need you to describe your most honest thoughts and response to that question. Specifically, what ran through your mind when you were asked it. We'll start. Sorry, Ronnie, did you want to answer that? Do you have a question?
I'm ready to go.
Okay, great.
So whenever.
I got a 22, so.
You got.
Okay, you're
3.
We'll start.
What I said also is my.
You know, since
honest.
you're ready to go, Ronnie, we'll start with Martyr.
Do they say it like out loud?
They won't say it out loud. I need you to describe it for me for me to know.
It is what they've been told their entire young childhood life, is that they are a godless monster with no good in them, cursed from birth.
And that is what you thought in that moment?
Martyr sees themselves as a godless monster with no good in them. They were cursed from birth. They never stood a chance.
Okay.
Fuck, that
Does
gave me
Martyr
chills.
believe that?
Yes, Martyr believes
It doesn't.
that.
If that's what Martyr, if Martyr
Oh,
believes it,
okay.
then that is.
That's sad, though.
Fuck,
Would
dude.
anybody like to go next?
Almabena feels like neutral on that point. So it's like she doesn't believe herself to be a bad person, but she doesn't believe herself to be like a truly good person either. She like does her best, and she's mostly just concerned about like herself and the people she cares about. She doesn't really care about other people.
Okay. Gutflip got a 22, so no need for that. Maud?
Oh,
What did you
Maud got a 16, but she genuinely believes
Okay.
that she has 2 hearts and doesn't really care.
It doesn't matter. You got 16.
Yeah.
Aridani got a 21.
Okay, great.
Just the siblings.
The only one that's kind of lying. The only one that's kind of lying doesn't get hit by the Zone of Truth.
It's not even the Zone of Truth.
It's
No,
not?
Because then you're
I
not
thought it
saying
was.
it out loud, right? It's more of a
You're not saying it out loud.
internal.
It's
thing.
I mean, meta-wise, I can tell you what it is.
Yeah, tell.
His father cast detect thoughts.
Oh.
It wasn't
Oh!
necessarily. Yeah.
It's worse.
It's worse. But he only knows base level thoughts, which I assume would be kind of what your answer would be. Is there any like superficial thoughts that anybody thinks he would know based on that spell? Because I was just kind of going off of like if you failed the wisdom save, but technically he would see your superficial thoughts. But like,
Of everyone?
what is a surface level thought
d-
of everybody?
Nothing that's good
regardless
looks
of
like
whether
me.
or not you.
My collar's itchy.
No, that's good. That's exactly it.
Almabena is like wondering when is a good time to bring up the Fae thing we ran into.
Okay, that's you're just
Fair.
like, oh, you're pondering
Yeah,
that.
I'm like pondering
Very
like,
good.
when
Is
should
this-
I mention this?
Is the superficial thing for everyone?
Yeah,
for
that's
sure?
for everybody. Yeah.
Oh fuck. The question. What was the
The
question
question
again?
was, are you all of good heart and intention?
Yeah, her thoughts. Just the superficial thoughts. Probably be like, this answer should suffice.
Oh, there you go.
Cause so he doesn't know
Yeah.
what she's thinking. This answer should
Yeah.
suffice.
Mods is just
Funky
huh?
town. Funky town.
Funky music.
I'm more so. Hold on, I'll play it.
The Home Depot song.
Oh, she's playing it. What's she
Hold on.
doing?
Hold
Uh-oh.
on.
The Home Depot
Hold
song.
on. Oh, here it is. Here it
What?
is.
That is precisely.
Oh,
That
Yeah.
is!
Yeah,
Oh my gosh!
that's-
Mod's internal monologue.
That's Mod's like, yeah. No, that makes 100% sense.
Other than that, it would just be, man, I'm bored. Like,
That's incredible.
so what will happen now is Waessneiros will turn and he'll be like, "Thank you for your honesty," and he'll turn and he'll discuss with his father. They'll walk far enough away from you and sort of speak in whispers that you can't hear, and he'll turn and he'll go. Sorry, who failed it again? I'm just
Me and
the
Martin.
siblings.
just the two of you.
Siblings.
Great. Okay.
The siblings.
He'll go, he'll say, Guckflip, would you mind coming with me for a moment?
Absolutely.
You absolutely mind?
Okay. Not at all.
Um,
I do that shit in real life all the
I know,
time.
I'm just trying. I just feel like somebody wouldn't
No,
speak
no,
like
no.
that. You know, he would. They just speaks formally, elitist bullshit or whatever. And he'll take you on a walk up the stairs, to a more private room. The rest of you are milling around with Garrick. He's not engaging with you. He's just kind of reading his book, and you're in this sort of like almost living room space. There's a couple chairs around, but it's small. It's almost an office with a couple chairs, more chairs, but whatever. Doesn't this is the kind of room you're in, and he'll sit you down. He'll gesture to a chair. Do you take it?
Me? Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, he'll sit on the one across from it, and he'll kind of look. He'll get a little bit more comfortable, and he'll look at you, and he'll be like, "Could you tell me everything you know of this group of people?"
Well, not much. Just we all kind of paths crossed, and we're on this task, and we've just been traveling, and they all seem great to me.
Right. I'll be candid. When my father, I'm sure you recognized as detecting thoughts. I understand you've been doing studies at Danville University
Yeah.
as a wizard, yes. When my father cast Detect Thoughts, he successfully identified the thoughts of those, the small tiefling and the dwarven girl.
Yes.
The dwarven girl seems perfectly lovely. There's no issue there. However, the small tiefling did seem to think herself a monster.
Well, she's never seemed to be a monster to me. In all my experiences with her, she's very sweet and creative and kind and has never laid a finger on any one of us.
Interesting. It's interesting because, well, in my experience, people who are bad don't generally think they are.
She seems to have had a tough childhood. I don't know. Perhaps it's something she's learned over time. I'm not sure.
The other question is, there's not many times a person comes across a turtle in their lifetime. She is a monk of the Umbalian monastery, correct? I mean, yes, there's only one,
Okay.
so... Yeah.
Yes, she is.
And you would know that.
Yeah.
Right. She seemed quite thoughtless, and I was wondering if you could maybe shed some light on the kind of person she is.
Well, she's, first of all, very old. She actually babysat me when I was young. And, she means very, very well. She just acts out of impulse sometimes, and
Right.
is very, very forgetful.
I
But
see.
is a very, very strong ally to have on your side. I, to be honest with you, you'd be shocked at how that old lady can move sometimes.
I appreciate your informality. Well, the last and most difficult subject, I think, is the taller tiefling. Are you taller than
5'9".
and Martyr is
5'7".
okay. The slightly taller tiefling, the purple.
Yeah, purple.
The
Also pink and purple.
Yeah, the purple one. Only her thoughts only revealed that she believed her answer was sufficient. And you understand that this is quite neutral.
Yes. To be completely honest, her I know much less about. And
Do you know where she's from?
you've said that, right?
I did.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did say it on the way here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you literally said it like today.
In the last episode for
In
the people.
last episode. Hold on. I'm just pulling up the name so I can just say it. I know, I'm just...
Yo
I
Mammalia.
got it. Yes, she's actually from Yomamelia, I believe.
I see. He's kind of thinking about what to say next. Did she give any indication, a sort of a sense of desire to be on this journey and to meet me and to be within these walls?
Not to meet you or be here in any particular way. I think it was just happens or circumstance for all of us that we ended up on this mission, and the general
Where did
did
you-
entrust her
Sorry
with.
to interrupt you. Where did you meet?
We all met at the
Fiddleford.
camp in Fiddleford.
In Fiddleful. With the I see. Sorry. You finish your last thought.
I just wanted to say that the general did entrust her with this task, and I'm sure he'll be quite pleased that we've successfully
true.
accomplished it.
And she never
I
wrote-
did also carry the letter the whole time.
That too. She
If
did.
that helps.
She was also
that too.
No, I know, right? I know, right?
Tell me
Sorry,
that.
sorry, you can't hear the fucking voices in my head. My bad. Anyway, the general did entrust her to be the one to carry the letter this entire time.
And the seal wasn't broken.
No,
Well, you wouldn't know that. But I
Well,
would know that because I
I
opened it.
watched you break the seal, so I know that it
Okay.
wasn't broken.
Wonderful. Love these good bants with your Gucky. That's not canon. Well, maybe it is.
Gucky.
And he'll stand up and
You
he'll
call me Flip.
Oh.
Like if it was a nickname. If you were to
Okay, moving forward. He'll walk down. He'll gesture for you to follow him. He'll walk downstairs, and he'll be like, would you mind? He gestures to Ariadne. to introduce yourself. Like, he wants your name.
My name? My microphone? Hello. My name?
Would you please tell me your name?
Ariadne.
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 Would you mind taking a walk with me?
Depends on where we're going.
Just outside. We can
Will
stay
we still
here
be
if you'd
visible?
like.
I'm fine with outside. Would we still be visible?
We will still be visible.
Nyla has her hand up.
Yep.
Isn't it customary for unwed people to have a chaperone?
That is not a custom here. But
Maud.
I appreciate your concern. In fact, that's only a customary in Esserin.
Here, Maud,
Of course it is.
how about while they go on their walk, we play I Spy or something?
Oh!
Wonderful.
I'm just trying to like keep her entertained.
Mom
He
is
will-
so bored.
he will sort of touch his walking past his father. He'll sort of touch him on the shoulder and whisper something in his ear, and then they'll walk out together. On this walk, is there anything you want to say to him before he initiates conversation?
Nope. This is a royal elf.
Would you be able to tell me, and you can speak honestly and candidly, and informally if you so choose, could you tell me how you ended up in Fiddlefall?
I was traveling. I wish I could give you more information, because I feel like a simple answer like that's not really helpful, but that's all it was.
You just ended up there
I travelled
by
from
chance.
here to there. Yeah.
I see. How long have you been travelling?
6 years?
6 years.
Gosh, 6 years now.
6 years. If you don't mind me asking, Lord Othone told me that you grew up in Yomamelia. Would you mind telling me where?
How do you pronounce the other one?
Dahlia? Or
no,
the other?
that's the correct answer. What's the other one?
The other one is...
Afmaya?
Yeah, Athmaya.
Afmaya.
He is going to see if you're lying.
I'm a capital girl. I have to roll perception.
Insight check.
Not with that dice. I learned my lesson.
What did you roll?
That's concerning.
Nah, it's just that other one's been rolling really bad.
So it'll be a 7. So...
23.
Yeah.
Yeah, you beat the fuck out of it.
In Athmaya.
Afmaya, yes.
Did you ever encounter any monarchs there?
Well, I lived in a capital. I saw them from time to time.
Yes, of course. Silly question. Listen, I'll be straight with you. And perhaps you may be... If you are to be trusted, then... This may be the perfect group to do this. Vostadrin... He's, again, still debating whether or not to tell you. I respect... Vostadrin, I respect that you didn't open the letter.
He told me what was in it, so I had no reason to.
Are you aware of the war going on? I assume you are.
Yes. She looks at him like, that was a very stupid question. I came from Fiddle4.
Well, yes, but
From
see what
with the
he's
general.
trying to get at.
With a thing from the general. I'm like, yes.
But I mean, are you aware of a war between the mainland and Yomamelia? This isn't a physical
Is there one
war.
currently happening?
This isn't... No, he's gonna
Oh.
explain. This isn't a physical war, mind you. It's more... ideological.
Yes. But, like, even before he says ideological.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm aware of that.
Then you would not find it unreasonable for there to be suspicion of the Fae involvement in the current war.
I know nothing of that, if that's what you're trying to get. I'm of no importance over Inu Mammalia.
See, I
Do you ask every Fae?
I ask the Fae that deliver letters from Lord Waessneiros to my personal doorstep. I ask the Fae that insist upon seeing me and seeing my hand.
I insisted on seeing you because Lord Waessneiros was against using sending or something to warn you of our arrival. He was adamant that it was on paper, so I was simply going off of what I believed that Lord Waessneiros wanted. This is not a personal choice.
Which is why I'm
If it was a
inclined
personal choice, I would have
to
sent your
believe you.
attendant with it.
Then you understand, perhaps, that this is a dire situation, and I want to end the war. Something we may know of. How much are you aware of the current discussion?
In what regard? In regards to your Mammalia?
Actually, no. Did you look at the letter that I had sent to Lord Waessneiros?
Yes. I did, yes.
Perfect. So you're aware that I am rather disagreed with at the moment on the way to go about ending this war.
Yes.
I unfortunately cannot leave the keep. And for a royal running about is a bit dangerous, current times. And I cannot...
Naturally.
Now I've tried to send my own people, but they have seemed unreliable. Not just Eli, many others who have yet to be able to contact me. And I'm wondering if...
How many have you sent out? With things like this, how many have you sent out and haven't heard back from? Because if Eli's not the only one, then...
At the moment there are 4. Including
4?
Eli. 3 others.
And you've heard from none of them?
No, well... One I sent to Dahlia in Yomamelia, to speak with the monarchy there. The other I sent to Esserin to try and negotiate. And the other I sent to Awazajit. Yet to have heard from them either.
I suppose that's fair, those are much farther away.
Yes. It's been... I will say I did send those 3 weeks ago. So it is reasonable to suspect that they should have gotten back to me by now. I sent those just after the war began.
Forgive me.
Yes.
Is this heading towards a direction in which of you asking us to chase your messengers to ensure that they got the message through?
No.
Is that what's happening?
No,
No?
actually. Suppose, I'm not asking you to chase my messengers, but I may be asking you to become them. I want to be sure that you can be trusted, but unfortunately with the current circumstances I think I'll just have to go on blind faith, which is deeply unsettling, but you keep odd company.
If it makes you feel better, love, I do what's in my best
on you
interest.
calling him love, you'll see a sudden extreme discomfort.
She doesn't say it as like a love. It's like it seems like
it's more that
or a what?
It's not necessarily the use of love, but it's the lack of like proper title.
He said I could.
I know that's true.
He said
but
I could be casual.
It's more of a yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like
he's used to people doing it anyway.
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
no, you said I could be casual.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be casual. Fuck you.
Exactly. Yeah, you probably
If it makes you feel better, I do what's in my best interest. And helping someone of your power level is great for me.
Well, yes, I suppose it certainly will give you. I can promise you a lot of benefits. All right, well, and he'll look at you in this moment and he'll realize that while you are self-motivated, that is all you are. That you are not sort of some paid spy or some person intending to, disrupt the army. So.
I do not. She like pauses for a bit with like a little sigh. The opinions of people in your Mammalia are. I am 6 years removed from them.
Oh.
If this was a couple years ago, I would have been different, but...
You know,
not
6
now.
years is quite particular.
I left when I was 20, I'm 26.
Yes, but you understand that 6 years ago was the last time the treaty was signed. Signed every 10 years.
What of it? I don't see how that involves me.
No reason. And he'll shrug it off.
Can I insight that?
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Like, motherfucker. Okay, 16?
Oh, he got an 18.
Fuck.
Sorry. That's what you get.
So, I can't. Oh, fuck. What's his body language like?
His body language is just, he sort of, it just seems like a shrug it off. It was an off question, like just an offhand question.
May I ask why you asked?
Oh, it just seems like a particularly significant time to leave the city. But you were in F-Maya, so irrelevant.
Yes.
The treaty signing happens in Dahlia, I'm sure you know that.
I did know this, yes.
Anyway, let's head back to the group, and I'll discuss my proposition with you all. You'll head back, and, walk into the room. Is there anything that he's walking in on, or are you all just kind of standing around awkwardly?
I spy with my little eye something...
The attendants are like, what the fuck?
Blue.
Is it the lake?
Ah, it is!
Oh.
You're so good at this, Mod.
Ocean, but yeah.
I
It's an
love
ocean.
it. Okay. I spy with my little eye. Someone who looks like they have a stick up their ass. And then kind of looks at the Lord and smiles and waves.
No! No! You are playing with fire!
God.
Oh, hello, Lord.
What?
Welcome back. I'm just gonna not...
Will it be Is it Lord Waessneiros, or are you looking at Garrick?
His dad.
His dad.
Oh.
You're looking at Garrick.
I'm just gonna, not respond. I'm just going to, see Lord Waessneiros coming back in and just be like, oh, welcome back.
Yeah, well, as we're playing, when Maud hears it, after
Yeah.
she said that, she waved to Lord Waessneiros as they came back in, like, oh, hello!
Lord Waessneiros will actually chuckle at the joke. That is his dad. He's gonna be like, that's hilarious. But he'll just chuckle at it, and he'll be like, don't let this lot bother you, father. He'll walk up to
Marley
you all.
is staring me down.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You're fine. Ariadne doesn't care at this point. If the Lord's blowing it off, it's fine.
Yes,
Ron-
Ronnie?
I'm just gonna do a quick little queer thing.
You cold?
Upon them, upon that, instinctively and kind of not realizing that they're doing it, Martyr's tail is gonna kind of like coil around Ariadne. It's just like a hello, and then that's it. They're not gonna say anything.
Oh,
Cute.
She'll coil back.
So you do notice, as when Lord Waessneiros walks in the room, both Garrick and I assume Gutfoot will do a small bow in his direction. This is like customary. Do you guys notice this? You would if with your passive perception, but do you do it
Martyr
as well?
bows their head.
I like nod my head.
Okay. Maud wouldn't.
Maud. No.
No.
Of course.
Do you know how
Offended you would ask.
You understand?
No, I know.
Okay.
But like,
She forgot that's customary.
no, I was just gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah.
she's
No,
so
it's fine.
old she doesn't care anymore.
Damn,
Have you met
okay.
those old ladies?
She's got old person
Yeah.
privilege.
Yeah.
No, that's
I do not respect
I
old
don't
people. I'm
either.
sorry.
Like,
Like,
but we're gonna get that part. Okay, so Lord Waessneiros, he walks in the room.
Well, she waved.
He obviously he acknowledges the nod and the not nod in different ways. But he will then walk to the end and he'll look out at the ocean and he'll say, I assume you guys, you will kind of follow him a little bit up there, or is he going to be yelling across?
Does he like gesture for us?
Yeah, he'll kind of
Yeah.
be
Like, I think we definitely
Um,
follow, but how
Yeah.
funny would it be, though?
yeah.
um,
If
No,
Maud
she
doesn't
follows, she
follow,
follows.
Ariadne will pull. Yeah. Be like tap the
Knows
back of
that
your head. Be
much.
like, let's go.
I just think it would be funny.
with
Okay.
before I begin my proposal to you all, do you have any questions for me?
No.
Yes? Ronnie?
Why did you ask if we were of good heart?
I have found that, when asking someone if they have good heart, they will... It sort of makes them think for a second. It reveals a perception of self that tells me whether or not they are to be trusted. And
They don't say anything, kind of nod uncomfortably, and it's very clear that they've been thinking about that question the whole time.
yeah. Are you all aware of the rumours that the common folk have surrounding why the war began?
Would I know that? Would I
You
know
have
that?
heard whispers of different things.
I
Common,
I think I also would have heard whispers.
yeah, the common
Sure we all
rumor.
have then.
The common rumor is that Lord Waessneiros refused to marry Princess Saray of Esserin.
Oh.
And that in outrage and having their pride be wounded, Esserin began the war. Again, this is a common folk rumor. Doesn't, drama, tabloid type, kind of,
Do you have a sweet honey
conversation,
already?
among other things. No, actually. I love Princess Saray very much. But, in fact, she rejected my proposal. And I understand that that's not what the common folk think, and that I think is better for them to believe. For my own image, I
Not
suppose.
surprised.
Not surprised why?
Because I've dealt with enough high elves to know how pretentious they are.
Not Saray.
Like, she's coming off as, it's not like a judging you, it's like, oh, Esserin, fuck those guys.
Yeah, that's valid.
It's very that.
Yeah, that's valid. Not Saray, actually. Her family, however, sort of prevented our matrimony. I will tell you the real reason she rejected me, only in hope that at the end of this war hopefully you'll be able to end this war and she and I will be able to be united. When I proposed to her, as was customary of my station, while I do love Princess Saray, it is customary for the Waessneiros family to marry an Esserin High Elf, to join our two bloodlines and sort of seal the unity. My mother got away without doing so. He looks at his wood elf father, and he's like, but unfortunately that had to be corrected with my generation. So upon her death, I swiftly proposed to Saray. She refused, and in a sense that I wanted to see her again, I sent her a dinner request, and she accepted, to my surprise. And she revealed to me that night, within the privacy of that dinner, that her family actually had commanded her to marry me, and she refused, because they had also commanded her to kill me after bearing me a child, so that her child may inherit the throne, and that would only be one more security for the Esserini to secure the throne. I understand that many of your books will discuss the Kiemoria throne as separate from the keeping families, the Waessneiros keeping family being one of them. But understand that it is actually the Waessneiros family that holds the power here in Kiemoria. We have been here since the drowning. She told me that she suspected that the Esserini were being influenced by something that had to do with her grandmother, Aeris. And it's a bit odd, I suppose, because her grandmother died in the war of ATPWD. She suspected it had something to do with that, and that her family were making deals with another nation. We understand now, due to informants and various sources, that the Esserini have made deals with the Fae, or at least we think they have. I need people to figure out the mystery, I suppose. And I hate to send you on a long quest, but I have a few leads. The first... well, actually, you know what? I'll sweeten the deal before I get into the gritty details. I want to give your group 1,500 gold pieces to cover the cost of travel and other expenses.
That should more than suffice.
Hopefully. There are a couple things that I think would be most beneficial. Of course, I am really tasking you with ending the war, which is a horrible and lofty task. But I think there are ways to do it. The first is to figure out how the war of ATWPD connects to the whole scenario. I assume it has something to do with the treaties. And above all else, to figure out how Aris Pasran is involved with the whole situation. The next thing is that my uncle Castian has heard suspects of a rebel group in Moharit, and he believes that they know the true reason of the war. If you understand, Awazajit was able to remove themselves from the treaties 200 years back by making a deal with Esserini. He suspects that they know the reason of the war that would have to involve the Fey dealings. But that is unfortunately all we know. Yes.
Do you know of the real reason?
I don't.
That they think?
I don't.
Okay.
Unfortunately, my uncle, the rebel group is very closed and often not very open to guests. And unfortunately, my uncle Castian, well, to be clear, he just likes travelling there. And I think sort of fantasizes about being a part of a rebel group one day. But I have reason to believe that his suspicions are valid. We have understood that the Emperor has begun to withdraw from his deals with Esserini upon the declaration of the war. But I will offer you 1,500 gold pieces, and should there be unforeseen expenses, I would be happy to perhaps send you more funds to cover them. Although I am hoping that 1,500 gold pieces was more than generous enough.
Yes,
sorry.
The 1,500 should be more than enough, considering how the prices that we've seen so far just getting here.
Yes. I would recommend that you take the train to Umbalian City, to the monastery of Umbali. They hold the greatest collection of literature about the history of Sigri and the War of ATWPD. You may be able to figure the mystery out there. Then, I would suggest you head to Iskanor, the capital of Tadbolt, your family home, Lord Arthorn. There will be passage boats to Tanarak in Awazajit, which then it should be a very easy, safe passage through Rada and then to Moharit. Depending on what you understand to be a long journey, I'm sure that the train will make it far more bearable. It should really only take a half day on the train to get to Umbalian, and only a quarter day to get to Iskanor from train. The boat will depend on who you hire there. However, I hope that I've given you enough funds to hire a fast boat. Does anybody have any questions after that? I understand that it was quite a lot of information.
No.
No? Alright.
Stunned, overwhelmed, silent.
Yeah, literally. I just wait. Meta-wise, Mail, can you clarify something?
Yeah,
for me?
we can ask DM questions
Yeah,
too.
DM question. Okay. So Lord Waessneiros was in love with the princess chick.
Is
In love with the princess chick. But she didn't love him.
No, she loved
She
him.
loved
She loved
him.
him.
But her parents-
family,
Sarai.
her family,
Her family
only
wanted her to marry him to kill
so
him.
she could kill him.
Right. So that she
Yeah.
could have a baby.
And so she didn't want. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, what was the
After
whole
video.
thing about, like, him having to marry her? Another thing? I was confused about
So
that.
That seems like an agreement that the two nations have for.
Yeah, so that's that's generally a political agreement surrounding peace and just the joining of the two elven nations.
Mm.
It goes back to
They must have
like,
some
history
funky
of-
Sweet Home Alabama family trees then, eh?
Oh, baby.
Oh, you might think so. Yeah.
Your family tree looks like a racetrack.
Yeah.
His mother, you understood from obviously context, his mother did not marry a high elf. And married Garrick.
Oh!
It's like
Okay. I was confused about the whole dad
Yeah.
thing. I went, what? I thought he was, what?
Oh yeah, Garrick, by the way, let's just
Oh, is
reveal
that
this.
why
Garrick's
he's
last
not-
name is not Waessneiros.
Oh,
Garrick is
that's why he's
Garrick
not
is
the Lord.
Garrick O'Myri.
consort.
Yes.
That's why he's not the
he
Lord.
is not the Lord.
Oh, I was wondering why. I was like, what
Because
the hell happened there?
in Waessneiros it passes by bloodline, so just because his mother died, it doesn't go to it doesn't Garrick her husband does not succeed her on the throne. It would go to her son, her firstborn
Oh,
son.
gotcha.
That's why Princess Saray would have to have the child and then kill him.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That is why, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. The Waessneiros last name kind of subsumes any sort of other lineage. It always passes through as the family bloodline. It doesn't matter if it's firstborn girl or boy. It's always Waessneiros, and it's always a Waessneiros following the throne.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So my question is, what exactly does he want us to do?
He told us.
I know, I
He
was so
wants us
overwhelmed and confused that whole time.
He wants us to end the war.
Yeah.
But to do that, we have, sub-quests.
Yeah.
Which is, how does the Fey War of ADPWD play into what is happening now?
Yeah.
And what is the cause of the war right now?
Yeah.
'Cause we
I have a
don't know.
question about the war that's currently happening. How long is it currently? Has it been happening?
You understand that it's been happening for just over a month.
Okay, sure.
Oh, it
okay.
just started.
I mean,
because his
I
failed
mean much
marriage
more
proposal.
literally, what does he want us to do?
Yeah.
He
Well,
wants us
yeah.
to go to the monastery, read the books there, and then go to Awazadi.
Oh, I get to go home. That's fun.
To talk to the rebel group there and see if they know anything about what's going on.
Okay. So fun thing that I'm gonna do is send you some maps.
Ooh.
I am gonna have
So
to write
fun.
a letter, and I want to send that to my group.
Also, this is out of character. I don't, because y'all were very in depth when Waessneiros was talking to Guckflip. So I don't know if y'all saw it. I know that Harley and Nyla saw it. I was sobbing over Martyr.
Oh, I didn't see.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was crying.
Over what?
Over Martyr's description. The description.
I've been
Yeah.
I've been taking notes.
Aw, most people who are bad don't see themselves that way. You're so cute.
Oh, that literally gave me chills, and I was like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah, I was just crying over what they
Ugh.
said about themselves and just sat there. Cause one thing, out of context for, the type of characters that I play, I almost strictly play morally gray or questionable characters. I would not say any of my characters are good people, except for Martyr.
Well,
Out of my,
remember at the beginning
hundreds of
this
characters I
how
have,
said
Martyr is
that
the
Maud
only one
was
that is
lawful
genuinely
neutral?
a good person.
Yeah, I think it's chaotic now. I'm leaning into it.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck happened when we
Yeah,
started
I
playing.
think that unfortunately it's a chaotic vibe. So he'll kind of leave that silence there for a second, letting you decide if you want to ask questions, I will provide you with the train tickets. That'll be in addition to the 1,500. And I will also provide a signet ring of my family. Hopefully that will give you safe passage in all areas that would require a royal seal.
That's greatly appreciated.
Do you accept?
I don't
Yes.
see why not.
Yeah.
I've got nothing going on.
Yes. Yeah. Well, you can see he's got a joke in his head, but he's not going to say it.
Joke.
I'm not going to tell you.
Damn it.
All right. Wonderful. All right. Well, if you'd follow me, actually, to the libraries where I keep the rings, it's the safest place as it's closed. So, if you come with me, and he'll lead you to the library. Yeah. Library.
Ari nudges Martyr.
Yippee! Martyr, who has been so desolate this whole time, kind of like has a little more pep.
He'll take
oh,
you into the
library.
library, and this is a like quintessential, like, it's not in terms of like high elf. Like if you imagine a wood elven library, it's gilded with gold. It's beautiful in here, of course. The floors are that stone marble you were seeing. Those like there's sort of like decorative leaves throughout. But it is beautiful and it is large. It is the Royal Library of the Waessneiros Keep, a library that has been ongoing for 500 years. Or almost 500 years. It is beautiful. And there are books in here older than Tisigri itself.
You know that one gif of Willem Dafoe looking up, like, that's what Martyr looks like right now.
Great, incredible. He'll kind of gesture for you guys to stay in this little sitting area that's in the center of the room, and he'll walk over to a small, like, almost a box with a gold top, where there's a few different rings about, and he'll open that box with a key that he has on his person. He'll open them and he'll take out 5 rings. 5 rings. No.
There's
Yeah,
five.
Five.
Why did I think there was 6
5.
of us? Because 6 is me.
5 golden rings.
2 turtles.
Obligatory.
Okay.
2 turtles.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. He'll take 5 rings and he'll pat. They're all the same. And he will pass them to each of you. Do you put it on?
Martyr is a little bit hesitant because, like, they've never
Yeah.
worn anything
You
of
get
royal
to know.
branding.
Woo!
But
Here you go.
Yay. I love
They
that
will
way you're
put
physically
it on.
handing it to
Yeah. And when you put it on, you feel a bit more powerful, a bit more capable, and you will all level up.
It's like,
Ah!
Yeah.
I don't have humanoid fingers.
does it fit your fat turtle fingers?
What? It doesn't what?
My fingers are large, and I only have 3.
Can we
Well-
get a cord or something? A string, so we can make it into a necklace?
Oh, of course, actually. I have quite a gift. He'll look at Martyr and he'll go, I noticed the way you dress is quite interesting, quite beautiful, actually. Would you like to take a look at my mother's closet?
What?
The way
Oh, I thought you were talking to Maud. I was like, what the
no,
fuck is
the
happening?
way Martyr, like, eyes, like, blow out, like, their one eye, because their other eye can't move. I'm gonna, like,
If I'm going to her room to get a chain anyway, she had the most excessive collection of chains, none of which that were particularly expensive either. And unfortunately those clothes just sit in a closet collecting dust. But I'd be happy to, and I think she would like it. She was always a very generous soul. Give away a dress or 2 of hers.
okay,
for
A
your
royal
journey.
dress.
I would really like that.
Wonderful. I'm glad. And so he'll walk you, and he'll invite the rest of you to stay at the library. And he'll walk Martyr and to his mother's room. And before we even get there, this is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Aw, damn it.
Leveled up, and you are in the Waessneiros Keep. I wanted to give you time, Martyr, to kind of find some dresses that you might want to see in there.
Bitch, I got a Pinterest board ready. I'm prepared.
You know, something you would expect to see of, like, of wood
I
elf
am
royalty.
ready.
These will be long dresses, like robe-like dresses maybe, but they'll still, like, be very flattering, and feminine, but you can kind of use your own discretion with that. And that's where we're gonna end.
Yippee!
Is everybody happy? Does anybody need help leveling up?
Yippee!
Yay!
I think I figured it out.
I'm gonna procrastinate leveling up this character sheet. It's not even done. I still haven't finished it.
Well, thank you, players, for being here, and thank you for holding on, listeners. And I hope you will join us next time we go into the Maelstrom.
Excitement!